That says it. All right, all right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ben Reisinger, professor of J360, Managing Online Public Relations. This is the fall of 2015, and this is our undergraduate course. So thank you, everybody, for being here again tonight. Tonight we're here to talk about Twitter. And Twitter is how you do most of your communications in this class, how I chat with you, things of that nature. But before we do that, you guys have been posting. And I already asked one of you, but I want to hear from another couple of you. For people that are like, you're like, man, I mean, this is so many posts. Posts are going crazy. You know, I'm doing more than I've ever done. What is your experience so far a couple weeks in? Can somebody want to share, please? Anybody? Oh, don't make me pick people and be that guy. Oh, man. All right. Let's see. Benjamin, because you got my name. Hey. So what do you think, man? What has the posting been difficult on you yet?
I feel like on certain channels it's been difficult. I'm not much of a poster on Facebook, really. Twitter, it's a little bit easier just because everyone's tweeting all the time, but Facebook, I struggle finding things to post and to talk about. Similar with Instagram, too.
Sure. Okay, that's cool, man. Just always remember you can do personal and professional stuff, and there's always places that you can follow, like PR News and PR agencies and, you know, Mashable or Social Media Explorer, Social Media Examiner, things like that, and you can get some content from there. So that's cool. Thank you. All right, who else, man? Somebody else give me something. One other person. Anybody? Okay, cool. Come on. Oh, man, McKinley, how about you? You got a kitty with you there? That's nice. I just like your cat. Oh, hey, I can't hear you. You're muted, McKinley. Can you unmute at the top of your screen? Say something? Oh, we can't hear you. Okay. Oh, goodness. Hey, it's cool. We'll go to someone else. Okay, Jessica, what do you think? How's the posting been?
It's been okay. I just have a hard time thinking of stuff to say. And, like, I feel like it's definitely more personal than professional, and I need to work on that.
Hey, that's cool, and you know, and I know that's going to happen. Do you have the, you know, what to say? Or is it just your content again? You're like, you know, what do I post? You know, and things?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Just always remember your go-to stuff that you can always do. Like I said, you know, with you know, Mashable and this and that, or like blogs. You know, some of your favorite blog sites that you guys follow. You absolutely can follow some of those things, and you can talk about those. Oh, I didn't have my chat room open. There we go. Okay, there's chat. But, you know, do the personal stuff, do the professional stuff. Even, you know, think about IUPUI. You know, you guys can do IUPUI tweets and things like that. There's about 4 or 5 different Twitter handles for things and this and that around IUPUI, and, you know, and feel free to use that as content as well. But I know it seems difficult right now, but I promise you, it will get easier. Everybody always says that at the beginning of the semester, you know, they're like, but it just kind of becomes secondhand nature. But thank you guys for that. Just, again, remember, use the hashtag J360 and check it out. You know, you guys can retweet each other too. So if you like somebody's tweet or if you like somebody's Facebook post or Instagram, you know, feel free to reshare that stuff. Don't try to do it all the time, but that's definitely a legitimate form of, you know, for a post in this class. Especially when you guys have your blogs coming out. Think about your blogs. Every week you guys have something to put on your blog site, your website. So use that as content. That's your own content, you guys, and that's awesome. It's cool that you're talking about this stuff. And I guarantee if you get that out there and you start tweeting about it, that some people will really follow along and they'll be like, heck, you know, what's up? And they'll love the J360 hashtag. So, okay, so earlier we were chatting about, you know, when you start following people, how it's kind of nutty, and I'm going to look here on my other computer and see how many people I'm actually following. I'm following a ton of people, and there's no way that I could ever follow people. I'm following 3,628 people, okay? So, yeah, your news feed gets clogged real quickly. You're like, what's going on? There's a few ways to get around this, and for some of you know about this, some of you don't. They're called lists, okay? In Twitter, you have this thing called lists that you can put whoever you want to in certain lists. If you guys go to my profile, go to twitter.com and check out my profile. I have about 10 to 12 different types of lists. You know, one for social media, one for public relations, one for Indianapolis, one for all my favorite like sports. I got another one for like geek and fanboy stuff. Utilize those lists to help you, you know, check out what you want to check out. Okay. You can also use content management systems like Hootsuite, TweetDeck, you know, Echo Phone. I mean, there's a ton of them. All right. You can use those things, and you can come up with certain, you know, search criterias, and you can have them in your columns and things like that. So that'll also help you disseminate through all of the different stuff. And just make sure that, you know, when you're doing this, you know, using your list, using, you know, content management systems, just always make sure you're checking out the hashtag, because that's what's going to help teach you. That's where you're going to find some of the best stuff in this net. I mean, you guys have seen it. I've been tweeting all types of things. I tweet personal stuff. I tweet professional stuff. I tweet stuff from my employer, Mary Freebed. I also, you know, tweet things out from PR, you know, social media type of agencies and certain bloggers and stuff like that. So check that out. Anybody use a content management system here already? That's like on this. Yeah? Okay, cool. Do you like it?
Yeah, I use Hootsuite and I like it.
Yeah. How do you utilize it? Like, do you have certain lists for searches and stuff like that? You can tell everybody kind of what you do.
I don't have a ton right now. I use it for my job, but personally, I have like a J360 list going, so I see everything that everyone tweets, and so I can reach to people. Or I have like a hashtag for like PR stuff, like PR news. So I try and keep track of things that way.
No, that's cool. That's perfect, man. That's perfect. Thanks. I appreciate that. So, all right. So I know a couple of you. Anybody else use DMS systems? Nobody else? Yeah, or this or that. Check them out. You know, my favorite is Hootsuite. But then I use Sprout Social for some of the analytics and things like that. Okay. Hootsuite's good free. If you want to pay $5 a month, you get a lot more with it. And the same thing with Sprout Social. There's a free Sprout Social, but if you want to use it, I mean, it can really, it can blow you away with the stuff it can tell you, okay, especially on a business and professional level. All right here. Hey, I can see someone else is tweeting me. B.E. Galbraith. You guys know her? If you guys look at the hashtag J360, she's seen this right now, but can somebody tweet her again for me, please? That way I don't have to tweet her and stop class. I appreciate it. Let me know. I'll give you guys like 5 points extra credit to whoever's tweeting out for me, helping out with other students. Just send me an on-course message. But basically, you know, you guys are in communications, okay? You guys are journalists. You guys are PR students. Some of you might be in video. You know, I'm not quite sure exactly what each one of your separate majors are, but you're in some type of a communication. And when you look at it today, and again, this is why Twitter is really so important. All of your key communicators, all of your PR people, all of your journalists, all of your people on TV, think of all your radio personalities. Every single person has a Twitter account. They might not have a Facebook, they might not have an Instagram, they might not have, you know, anything else, but they all have a Twitter account. If they don't have a Twitter account, they're not a very good journalist or communicator, because you really need that today. And I know that this whole social media thing isn't for everybody, but you know, you really need to be on it. I mean, think about it. Does anybody here follow any type of news people? You know, have you been doing it? You know, this is where you can get other content. Follow like the news anchors, things like that. Anybody follow anybody like that, or have a favorite? No? Okay, cool. Well, right on. Hey, check out the anchors. Check out the writers for the Indianapolis Star. You know, the anchors for CBS, NBC, Fox, you know, and all those guys. You know, they all have Twitter accounts, and including every single one of those news outlets now. You know, so again, Twitter is Twitter. I mean, there are people right now saying that Twitter is dying. I really, really don't believe that. Yes, Twitter's a publicly traded commodity now, just like Facebook. So you can actually buy stocks and share in Twitter. And you know, and oh, they're gauging everything on, you know, how this is doing and that's doing and stuff like that. But you know, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it really is the communication tool that kind of changed things. Does anybody remember what the first type of live tweet was? It was a plane crash. Does anybody remember that? Know that? No? Okay, so the plane that landed in the Hudson River on the East Coast, okay, near Washington D.C. There was the plane had went down, and the captain and the co-pilot, they actually put it down in the Hudson River, like right in the middle of the city, and saved hundreds of lives and things like that. There was a guy in an office building right there next to it that was taking pictures and live tweeting it. And that guy's pictures literally went viral across the world with news agencies, with social media, things like that, because nobody had ever seen that before. Like, what is going on? You know, that is exactly what I was saying. That split-second dissemination of information. It's right there. You can use it. Other people can use it. And if anything major ever happens in our world, ever happens, you know, with breaking news, it's always on Twitter. Because again, all of those journalists, all of those communicators are on Twitter. I got to take a quick drink right here. Anybody have any anecdotes or anything like that? Nothing? Anybody ever watched anything live on Twitter? You know, like watched a live tweet or watched something happening? Anybody have any stories like that? No, none of you guys have done that? None of you guys? Oh, okay, so a couple years ago, did you guys, there was an explosion on the south side of Indianapolis, all right, where a couple, and I think the guy's brother, basically made a bomb out of a microwave, and they blew up their house to try to get some insurance money. Coincidentally, basically blew up their neighborhood, and they accidentally killed a couple people. It was really tragic and stuff. But when that happened in Indianapolis, I think it was in 2013, it went viral on Twitter just like that. And there was a hashtag that started because it sounded like a huge boom. At the time, I lived in Emerson Heights, and I actually heard something, but I wasn't quite sure what it was because I was home. It was a Saturday night. It was around 9 o'clock, and you just heard this huge boom. And Emerson Heights, kind of over on the east side of downtown Indianapolis, you know, I still heard it, and it came from, I think it was the Greenwood area. But this hashtag went viral, and the hashtag that everybody used was Indie Boom. You know, it is # Indie Boom. It was short, it worked, and it got, you know, the things out to people. And it's the same thing with stuff like, you know, when weather gets bad. 2 years ago, you know, I hate it, you know, really when the things help is when bad things happen. I mean, there are some good instances where you have live tweets and stuff like that. But basically, when the state fair, the Indiana State Fair, the stage collapsed at the state fair, there were people there that were putting it on social media. And being, you know, as part of the media back then, you know, with Do It Indy and Fox 59, you know, I went and I actually live tweeted and reported for that. And I actually used Twitter as a formidable medium to push out this information and to get it to the masses. And it was pretty interesting, you know. I mean, there were hundreds of tweets going through in a minute, but again, as I get into this, you know, all the journalists are on Twitter now, and we're talking about live tweeting things. That one of the biggest problems is that it is out to the masses and this and that, because the misinformation dissemination. You know, anybody can say anything on Twitter. Anybody can use a hashtag on Twitter and stuff like that, and so you can say anything, and that stuff happens, and you know, it's concerning to people. So. You know, I'll get into that a little bit later when we talk about some emergency stuff and things like that. But, you know, in a nutshell, be careful of what you watch on Twitter and stuff and what you see, you know, in those instances. Okay, so all journalists and comms on Twitter. I'm just checking out my notes here. Okay, think before you tweet. Hey, I'm one of the guys that I have to tell you this. I've tweeted some stuff when I've been ticked off before that I had to go back and apologize for. It's just one of the things that happens. Think before you tweet. You know, it's really easy. There are a lot of internet trollers on there, and the more that you guys start pushing things out, the more, you know, you have your information going out there, and you start talking with people. Somebody could upset you, or somebody could, you know, just basically be a troller, an internet troller, and say something like crazy to you, and it really ticks you off, and you just want to tell them to F off or this or that on Twitter. But remember, everything you tweet is public. Okay. Even if it's private, every single tweet that's tweeted out goes to the Library of Congress. The Library of Congress has worked with Twitter, and they together, you know, I guess they look at it as kind of micro-blogging. I think WordPress, I even read, there's a possibility that WordPress blogs could be archived by the Library of Congress as well. You can delete a tweet, but even when you delete a tweet, there are things out there that can help you find old deleted tweets and stuff like that. So, again, always just think before you tweet. All right, man, I've been talking a lot here again. Anybody have anything? Any questions about Twitter or anything we've been talking about? No? Okay. Man, you guys are gonna be one of those easy classes where I can just keep going. That's cool. But I hope you guys are listening and you get it and stuff like that. And again, always let me know if you have any questions because I'm here to chat with you guys. One of the things I do, and I wanted to tell you this, especially for those of you that might tweet already or help, run some Twitter for an organization or a nonprofit or something like that. I use 2 different applications. It is very easy if you're using just Twitter or just Hootsuite to accidentally tweet out on another handle when you think you have a different handle selected. I've done it when I was doing Do It Indie. Between Do It Indie and my personal one, that happened to me all the time. So when I came to work at Mary Free Bed, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't talk about check out this new Star Wars action figure on the Mary Free Bed Hospital account. Okay, I started using 2 different things. I used to always use Hootsuite or used to always use Twitter. But now for work, I use Hootsuite. So like any tweets I'm doing for work on my phone, on my iPad, even on my desktop, if I'm at my desk working or something like that, I use Hootsuite. Anything personal, I use the native Twitter app. Even though you can bounce back and forth between, channels and this and that now, just really, watch that, be careful with it, and, use that if it can help. It seriously can help. Besides a couple other anecdotes, that's about all I have. Anybody else? Okay, no questions from the live crew here. Everybody's doing good. Everybody's tweeting okay. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets your hashtags. J360. It's cool. I know that some people are just not at the level that others of you are. I know some of you are pretty skilled users at Twitter. Then again, we got some people in class that this is their first hurrah into Twitter, so they're learning and things like that. So just bear with us. Let me check tweets real quick to see if there's anything. Think before you tweet. Katie Carr, yeah, dude, I totally get that. All right, man. So Katie Carr's like, think before you tweet. I definitely struggle with this. Anyone else have the same problem? She tweeted that out. It's pretty cool. Oh, Odin's Pride, Ben Reisinger, Katie Carr. We are watching on YouTube right now. Do we still have to write a report? No, you do not. Just live tweet a little bit and send some things. If you're watching it live, you're like that. Man, we got some good tweets here right now. Everybody's on the tweet fun. He loves my Twitter info. Well, man, that is absolutely adorable. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. See, guys, right here, some of you guys were live tweeting. And, just always think about that. Live tweeting is great for events. Live tweeting is great if you want to remember something, like, okay, I don't want to lose this, with that. So check that out. Okay, so the one thing that I'm going to do, and I've started this last semester, is tell you guys about the fails of the week. It seems like as social media gets more and more prevalent, there's always some type of a fail. There's always something that's going on. There's always something that, is happening. Somebody's always basically putting their foot in the mouth. So does anybody here in the live crew that I'm chatting with know of any type of social media fails that have happened in the last month or so? There goes my dog again. She's barking at another dog. Nobody? Oh, man. Okay, so I'll give you one here again. It's in the NFL. One of the general manager of the Kansas City Chiefs, I think it was, his wife got into a spat with some other football people. She basically went in and deleted her tweets and had to go back through and say, I apologize for kind of, basically she just kept it going. She was hitting the storm there with that. So there's one. There was another one from what was that place called? Jack in the Box. The Jack in the Box. There's a couple of them in Indy, I think, on the south side. And the Jack in the Box food franchise, they tweeted out, I think it was like a missed tweet. I think it was, whoever does their Twitter account was basically tweeting for the personal account, and they tweeted out something about like Cinderella was an idiot or something like that. It was just kind of hokey, but somebody called him out. They're like, Jack in the Box, why are you, what's up with this tweet? So it was weird. But hey, that's all I got tonight. Again, let me know if you need anything. Keep using the hashtag on all the different social media platforms, and we'll chat next week. For those of you that watch live, again, just send me out a tweet, do some live tweeting, things like that. That's cool, and that can be it for class. And again, those of you that can't be here for class, come in, chat with me, offline. Let me know, and you can go back and watch it on YouTube and do a synopsis. Did somebody have a question? I heard.
Yeah, I did.
Who's I? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No. What's your name? Who's talking?
Oh, Jessica.
Jessica?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. You have it. You don't have a live camera feed right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not right now.
What's up?
So for this week, the Twitter article, blog post thing. Do we need to just put the article URL like in the blog post?
Yeah, just put the link, whatever article or blog you're going to do your Twitter article review on, just down at the bottom of your post, and that'll do just fine. That way I can go and reference it and check it out.
Okay, and then are we supposed to email you the link to our blog as well?
Every week. So every week you got a blog due, and every week just send me an on-course message with the link. And that way I can click on it and go and check it out and make sure everything's cool. And, I'll start giving you guys some more feedback and things like that. Victoria Lane, can you explain the Twitter article blog assignment? My microphone is not working. Okay, again, it's just an article review on a Twitter article. Last few years, give me the link in it, 2 pages max, just an article review and what your thoughts are. So it's pretty clear cut and easy, and just put it in your blog, And remember, guys, tweet your blogs out. That's cool. Victoria, does that answer your question? You cool? Right on. I see you shaking your head. All right. Any other questions?
For the blog post, if we did it, but we didn't send you a link, can we still send you the link to it?
Is that Andrea? I see her. Shh. Nala, sorry. Come here. Daddy's teaching. Come here. Say hi. Yes. If you didn't send me, just send it to me. That's fine. Yeah, no problem. Say hi. Hi. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah. Let's see. What's your name? Your name is Christopher?
I go by Chris.
Chris? Okay, what's up, Chris?
I'm in California, so Tom here is 3 hours earlier. And when I did my blog, it was actually like technically Monday. Your Tom, well, I still get credit.
That's fine, man. Just send them to me that night. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
All right. I'll be back about it.
West Coast time.
Yeah.
I get that you're behind, so that's cool. Yeah, you can go on your own time. You don't have to go on Indiana time.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Cool. Well, hey, let me know if anything, if you need anything. But thanks a lot, guys. And again, this is J360, Managing Online Public Relations. And tonight we chatted Twitter. I'll see everybody next week. Bye.